Can you back me up, Daisy? You gonna spot me? Huh? I guess you're gonna get in and drive. Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the ranch. For those of you that are new, my name is Matt. Daisy's running around here somewhere, and this is our place. This is the old Talbot Ranch in Fort McCavitt, Texas. We are building a homestead, a getaway cabin, a camp house, a family retreat, whatever you want to call it. I figured I'd introduce myself again. I'm pretty bad about just assuming that you all know me. This channel was started just so my great grandkids might get to know me. I wish I had a way to get to know my great grandfather. He homesteaded this place around 1908 to 1910, somewhere right in there. Don't know exactly when, but I sure wish that I could thank him for such a beautiful piece of land that he picked. But anyway, welcome. Glad you're here. Hope you enjoy. We're a bunch of goofy rednecks. Friends come down and help out. My friend Tucky's doing a golf fundraiser thing this weekend, so he's not here, but Daisy's going to keep an eye on me. And I think my buddy Jeremy's going to come down this afternoon. His son Brayton built us a new bow hunting stand, so we might put that somewhere. But first order of business, if you go back and look at the past video, or past few videos, we dug a hole for a well here with our old backhoe over there. We're about 15 foot deep, 15, 16 foot deep, something like that. I thought this piece of pipe was 18. I was wrong. It's only about 16 foot long, but you can see it's going to be about 14, 16 inches out of the ground. I walked through some beggar lice earlier and they're all stuck to me. Anyway, first order of business is the good friend from church named Chad let me borrow his dump trailer and gave me 2 yards of washed gravel, large gravel, and we're going to put that in around this pipe to make sure that helps filter the water as it goes through the slits we put in the pipe. Then we can drop our pump down the middle of the, I guess it's not a pipe anymore, it's a well casing now, but we can put our pump in there and we'll have water. I guess it's summertime. When we first dug this, it was at the beginning of summer, and we hit water at 8.5 feet, and we had flow at 9 feet. It is the end of summer. It is Labor Day weekend, and right now the water is probably down at 11 feet. But once we pump it out, it's still flowing really fast. So I'm not worried. I think we're going to have plenty of water. We will have a pressure vessel tank here that will hold 20 gallons or so, and then the inside of this tank is going to hold 20 gallons or so inside of our well casing. I don't think there's going to be any problem with running water, but first thing first, we got to make things happen. So first chore of the day, I'm going to try to back that dump trailer up here and be careful and dump rock in this, so y'all don't make fun of me, but come on. Looking good. I tried to get Everett or Saber to come with me today, but Dad's not cool. They'd rather have a lazy weekend, which I don't blame them. All right. What, another, I think 6 feet, 5 feet, something like that. That's close. Let's see what we can make happen here. Here we go. I don't think that could have turned out any better if I'd have had a dozen guys to help me. Well, maybe a little bit better. It's a little bit of an angle down there, but the way it was coming in, it was hitting the pipe and bouncing off the walls and going around it too. So I was really worried about the pipe getting pushed over, but it stayed right where we put it. Man, it's freaking awesome. I couldn't be happier. There's a couple of rocks that fell down in it. I saw bounce and land in it, but so what? Chad, brother, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. The rock and the trailer. I mean it. I appreciate it very much. It means a lot. Whew. Folks, I apologize. We've been having a lot of problems with audio. This summer I've lost several whole videos because Paul, my buddy that edits these for me, you couldn't do anything with them. There's just tons of lost footage. We may try to put together some shorts or something, but holy cow. I have a, what do they call it, a dead cat on the microphone right now, and it's the size of a cantaloupe, and you still hear wind noises. A while ago I was trying these little microphones that I've seen other people wearing, and I'm not going to name a brand because I don't want to badmouth anybody, but a lot of people out on the internet are using them. YouTube guys are using them, and it just shuts off. We'll be right in the middle of something, and I think I checked the video just a minute ago and it just shut off. I don't know how much you got, how much you didn't. But anyway, we'll get it worked out. It's just West Texas wind is pretty bad sometimes. It's really nice right now, but I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I am not a audiophile and know all the best equipment, but we'll keep working at it. So I think I'm gonna go get the skid steer now and put the bucket on it and come over and start filling in some of these holes, or not holes, start filling in this hole. We get the hole in it, we'll put the pump down in it and see if it still flows really well. I bet it will. I'm excited. All right, I'm gonna shut y'all off. Damn near perfect. Did it scare you, Daisy? Huh? Did it scare you? I'm excited. We have a well. All right, I think I'm going to drop the pump down in there, back the truck up where I can plug it in, and maybe use the water hose to wash out the trailer. Use our water. Yeah. I'm excited. All right, so before I start pumping water out, I want to see what the static level is. It's been about an hour since I covered all this up, put all the stuff in it. So I think the water actually looks like it settled down in there. You can see on the wall of the pipe where it was wet, and now it's not. It looks like it's dropped 6 inches or so. So I think it's settled. Our pipe's about 12 inches above right here, which, if I remember right, we measured it at like 16 above the ground before we did all this, but let's see. We are at 11 foot 6 inches to here, so 10 foot 6 inches to here, and I think it's a little bit, we'll say, anyway, we're going to say 11 foot 6 inches to here. That way we know how much it drops. It's muddy water for now. I wonder why. Like we put a bunch of dirt in there. Let's see where we're at now. "12 foot 6 inches. So we've dropped a foot. We'll let it run for a little while and come back in an hour and check it and see where it's at. I run that hose, that's a 50-foot hose. So there's about 16 foot in the ground, and the rest of it's going out as far as it can back towards the river to try to minimize any flow back. But we'll give it some time and see what it does. I'm gonna pause you guys. You gonna get that Roadrunner Daisy, huh? Roadrunner sitting in a tree right up there. Okay, we're gonna try these little mics again and see how they work. I think I figured out something that was wrong. So anyway, told you guys earlier that Tucky wasn't here. He's doing a fundraiser, a golf fundraiser. Tucky, and I have so many friends that help me out so much, and I don't deserve it, and I'm so blessed to have them, and I don't do enough for them. But Tucky is about to celebrate 14 years of sobriety, and I think it's today or tomorrow. And I'm so proud of you, Tucky. I'm so happy for you. I know there's going to be many more years to come. But Tucky has all these sobriety coins, and they just been filling up a box. And he's got them in these protectors, and they look really cool. And so I'm going to use some of the wood, some of the offcuts. When we couldn't make a 2x6, we had to cut them down to a 2x4. We were left to squares, and I took some of those squares home, or one piece, and I've cut 5 of these little pieces that have 2 steps and a top, and it'll hold 9 coins. I made a little groove in each one with a CNC router. It's not true, a CNC mill. Used a keyway cutter to cut a slot or a groove that'll hold a coin. Show it to you there. There's 9 spots. But To finish them off, I want them to sit back at an angle. So I brought them here with me today because we bought a new table saw because the others we've just burned up. Um, and I'm going to cut a 10-degree angle on the back, and then we'll set back up and cut. I'm sorry, we're going to cut a 10-degree angle on the bottom so that they lean back 10 degrees, and then we will cut the back square with the bottom so that that looks straight up and down. And in the end, the whole thing will lean back 10 degrees so the coins can't fall out. Anyway, I've got this set 10 degrees. I turn my fence around, and this one has a nice little drop fence so that I can put this ledge on and run it through. And grab myself a helper here, and we're going to see if we can make this look pretty nice. Here we go. Pretty good. Need to move it over a little bit more, but that's a good start. I'll move you guys around so you can see. And I moved it over 1/16 of an inch. We'll see what that does. That's perfect. Sit back about 10 degrees. Awesome. He kept sucking those slices down in there, and I just know that one of those is going to come back and whack me in the face. Okay. How do y'all keep those little thin slats from falling down in there? I'm going to take a little bit more off. That's still kind of a chunky boy. Wow, those turned out better than I expected. Not bad for somebody that doesn't know shit about woodworking. Now some sand and some oil or stain or something, and those are going to look really nice. I'll show you guys some pictures when I get it done. Let's go check on our water. Well, I can hear it sucking air. And it caught back up. So it sucked air. Now it's back to not sucking air. It's back to sucking air. So right at 15 foot. So the bottom of our top of our water. So there's rocks up inside. I guess it's settled down in there. So we're not a full 16 foot, which I knew we weren't 16 foot. I knew we were about 15 and a half on this. Maybe a little bit less than 15 and a half, but so to the bottom of the rocks that are in there, we're a 15-foot well. Let me grab our hose. You can see I stirred up all the mud down in there. It's muddy again, but I think I'm going to continue to do that. Just keep it stirred up, let it suck all that mud up and out. I can hear it like got a rock in the bottom of the screen or something. Still decent flow. I don't have a bucket. Huh. It's not bad. That's sucking air too. I can feel it put some air bubbles past me every once in a while. That's not a bad flow. I'm not upset with that at all. Well, folks, I think that's it for me today. We've gotten quite a bit done. We got the hole filled with our pea gravel or washed rock, whatever it is. It really wasn't pea size, more like grape size rock. Got that covered up with dirt. I pumped it out completely dry. Well, not, you can't get it dry, but I've pumped it down to the point where it's sucking air several times. I keep picking the pump up, setting it down, stir up whatever sediments in the bottom of that hole, and get as much of that sediment out of the bottom as we can. Now if you start it up, it's just a little bit of sediment and that's it. So the more we use it, the cleaner it'll get. I'm super happy about that. It takes it an hour or more to pump it down to where it sucks air after you've let it sit for 30 minutes to an hour. So it's almost the same amount of flow. I think that thing says 1,600 gallons an hour. So when it's empty, it's about half and half. So I imagine I'm probably 800 gallons an hour out of that thing. I'll try to bring like a clean 5-gallon bucket next time, and we can pump into it. We'll let it pump dry so that it's sucking air, and then we'll fill the bucket up and go from there. See how much we are actually getting. It's fixing to rain. The clouds are really dark, and I've been watching the radar, and it's fixing to rain, and I think I just walking over here felt a drop hit me. So we're gonna get out before it gets muddy. It's rained a few times down here, and I'm real worried that we're gonna get another flood, so I raised the camper up a little bit. I'm not too worried about it, but a little bit. So Anyway, I think that's it. We, oh, Jeremy and Brayton came down. We put up a bow stand, put a little bit of deer corn in the feeders. It's going to be bow season soon. So, start planning for that. But one thing at a time. Got Tucky's racks made. I'm going to go home and sand those and put a coat of oil and some clear on them. We put some hummingbird nectar or whatever in the feeder because it was dry. I haven't seen them at all today. I guess they gave up on us. But brought some tiki torch oil. Next time we come out, we can put up the tiki torches that I've had for years and just never used. Keep some of the mosquitoes and bugs away from us at night. It's starting to cool off enough that it's going to be sitting around the campfire weather soon. Anyway, Daisy and I are done. She says it's hot. I says it's humid. We're going to go home. Y'all have a good evening. We'll see you next time. Come on, let's go.